They grabbed their own miss, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two. Villanova shooting their first free throws of the game.
Scott Cooper taking 2 shots.
And that one misses. A platoon swap here for Texas. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Hardy, he's in at point guard. There's O'Brien out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot. And for Texas, they've got Turner. Edwards is out there with Ellis. Then there's Doherty, and it's Ford in at the 4. And for Villanova, Hardy in at point guard. There's O'Brien out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4-man position.
You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is the floor general in their mold.
Ellis dishes to Ford. Longhorns passing it around. Shot clock at 5. Edwards can't hit.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
There's a reason why they have 3 seconds in the lane, and that interior play has made a big difference in this game.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
Count it, and the Villanova lead has been cut down points with the basket from Doherty. Here's Villanova. They've got the Wizards ahead of them for the next game. It's in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Ellis. Finished off the break. Ellis has got his first bucket in this one.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a 1-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Freak, guarded closely. He kicks to Bryant from past the arc. Texas grabs the miss. Edwards with it. For the tie. It's tipped. And Turner kicks to Doherty. Buries it from 3-point range. Doherty's got his second bucket of the night.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
On the court for the Longhorns, we've got Ellis. He's out there with Edwards. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot. And Villanova going with the home. 1:57 left to play in the second half. And here's Texas. Here's Blair. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. And the free throw, no good. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, disappointing not to convert all of them, but he did get the one to give them the lead.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Hudson the pass to Blair. 1:27 left here in the second half. Pass to Thornton. Kicks to Hudson. Over to the wing. Rush's shot is off.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
And here's Blair. There's 57 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Now, here's Thornton. And it's off from three-point range. Clark will be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see some long possessions out of them going forward.
Freak kicks to Ross. Pass to Freak. It's picked off. Now, here's Blair. He's covered by Hardy. Now Blair. Goes up at the stripe. Oh, he can't jam it home. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
So it's Villanova picking up the win. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as Clark they continued to wait out. Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see Villanova and the Georgetown Hoyas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
Now we'll look at Villanova's starting lineup. Hardy in at point guard. Also O'Brien out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years, most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
Here's Hardy. It's hauled in by the Hoyas. Here is Price. He kicks it to Warren. That's in, coming off an assist from Price.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in. And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas.
Move the ball. Stick it to
Here's Hardy. Ilgauskas trying to get open. And stolen by Price. Now Trice. Price up top. Dishes it to Warren. Again, Georgetown.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
And here's Freak. On the wing, Bryant. From 18 feet away. No good. Some solid defense from Randolph. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Price, the pass to Trice. They double him with Freak. Now the feed to Trice. And out of bounds as Villanova gains possession.
That is just a careless turnover.
It's a completely new group here for the Hoyas. They've been hanging in there.
And they've got a chance right now to jump on top. Well, who could forget Villanova and their one college title? Come on now. It was one of the biggest Cinderella stories ever, one of the greatest upsets ever. Winning it all as an 8th seed, knocking down an outstanding Georgetown team back in '85.
So on the floor for Villanova, Harden, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ross in the power forward. And stolen by Trice. Here's Price. Soft touch off the glass. Trice has got the lead. Up to 2 now for the Hoyas. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Hoyas.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnovers.
Well, talking about the Wildcats and what you were mentioning, the improbable title run in 1985 was certainly the stuff of movies. They got hot, Greg, at the right time.
And they had to take down 2 number 1 seeds and also 2 number 2 seeds in their path to win it all. Their biggest test being in the finals against the heavily favored Hoyas. It's the defining moment of that program.
And the Hoyas making a change here. Nelson's checked in.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, impressive effort from both on the backboard. Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he...
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got...
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Hoyas ahead, leading by just 2. And time now for the halftime break with the second half of basketball right around the corner. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, No, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Taking a look at the Hoyas, Warren is out there with Hudson, and it's Trice, then there's Price, and it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
And the Villanova Wildcats have had a recent surge in their program over the past decade. Since about 05, they have been a consistent presence in the tournament and also have won a few conference titles.
Warren, good.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Freak with it. He's got 7.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Freak's got 9.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter.
Teams changing it up.
Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Villanova leading by 10. So on the floor for Villanova, Hardy is in at the point. He's out there with Foster. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
And it's Miller penetrating. Some nice ball movement by Villanova. And it's Freak missing. They get a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Felix kicks to Warren. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Here's Hardy. And Harkless pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Both teams deciding to change it up. Now here's Freak.
Move the ball.
It's a pick by Ilgauskas. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they've defended at a high level and remain in control.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the Hoyas making a change here. Randolph is checked in. 1:49 left here in the second half. Now here's Trice, defended by Hardy. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Jackson's second personal foul. Shooting for the Hoyas.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within 8.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second half. Inside, it's deflected. Miller kicks to Freak. On the wing, Bryant. He dishes it to Ilgauskas. Here's Freak. Ilgauskas, the pass to Cooper, and down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
I'm not sure how I like this one. He used the rim to get some true hang time there.
Now, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Okay, that was just
I'll buy that for now.
a good old-fashioned chin check right there.
Now, Trice. Turnaround Jay. Count it. And the Villanova lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Warren.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
And here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
52 seconds left to play in the second half. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Looking at the game so far for Freak, he has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. 51 seconds left in the game. Trice kicks to Warren. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Shooting for the Hoyas.
And no problem there on the first free throw. 1-on-1 situation, so he'll get another. Both free throws good from Warren. There's 38 seconds left in the second half. Passes it to Jones. He feeds it to Freak. 23 seconds left here in the second half of the game. 4 on the shot clock. Shot from the wing. It's hauled in by Warren. Wilson with it. Tries a 3. The Hoyas with another miss. Hardy. It's off. So it's Villanova picking up the win.
Tummy. And you make me sleep. I try and try, and I start to be sensible. You know what I mean?
We hear from 2 of the qualified team owners, and of course, give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now.
From you. And next time we'll talk it over. And we can start.
Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Hart. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks facing Villanova.
There is no feeling
like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Kansas Jayhawks. They've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the 1 spot. There's a screen, and it's blocked by Hardy. The Jayhawks shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. And that one misses.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
The Jayhawks have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Free throw, good. Oubre.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Oubre. Here's Villanova. Now here's Freak.
Move the ball.
Pass to Miller.
Too much.
And here's Bryant for 3. And the rebound goes to Duncan. On defense, Villanova. He dishes it to Lee. Lets the 3 fly. Bryant with the rebound. And here's Freak. Cooper a screen on Lee. Here's Hardy. Score the basket. His second of 2 attempts. Now Lee. Duncan outside. Dishes it to Gaines. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. Gaines has got his first basket of the night.
I like it. I like it. He broke out the fancy finish there.
Here's Freak. 6 points for him. From outside the arc. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Lee dishes to Duncan. Here's Terry. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Here's Villanova. Freak kicks to Miller. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Miller's got his first points in this one.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
And Villanova going with the whole new group out there. Some changes for Kansas.
Spacing.
Kansas trails by 3. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre. He's out there with Frazier. And it's Gaines in at the center, filling out the middle. Here is Daniels. Kicks to Frazier. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. And it's Villanova with the ball.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about it, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
And that was good.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
Lee kicks to Frazier. And stolen by Ilgauskas. And it's blocked. Here's Miller. His second shot goes in, off to a good start. 2 for 2. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Villanova.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break. The defender was spinning around like an agitator in the washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
There's the pick. And that one's good. Freak's got the lead up to 7 now for Villanova.
Wow. And what a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future.
Villanova leading by 7. And McAdoo kicks to Freak. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first half. And the Jayhawks with possession. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. From 11 feet away, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Jayhawks have shot 75%. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
Hardy is in at the point. Also Bryant out there. Miller is out there with Cooper. And it's Ilgauskas in at the power forward position. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan. And it's Terry in at the power forward. Here's Hardy. And Lee pulls it down. Kansas trails by 5. Ball going up court. Here's Oubre. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Oubre's got 6 points.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra. One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. But pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And the shot is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The jump hook. No good off the back of the rim.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's Hardy. The second chance effort. He takes it up and lays it in. And now a 6-point Villanova lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Oubre with it. He's against Miller. Oubre, good. Oubre's got 8 points.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Now here's Freak, covered by Lee. Here's Ilgauskas, and Villanova tacks on 2 more.
Very well done that time. Found the best look possible.
Lee with the ball. Miller grabs the miss. Villanova leading by 6. And Bryant kicks to Miller. Hardy passes to Miller. Rebounded by the Jayhawks. Now here's Oubre. Lee outside. He dishes it to Gaines. Here's Oubre. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Well, after a horrible half of shooting, they bounced back here in the second half and picked up their shooting percentage quite nicely. You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that, but guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
Harden, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4. A platoon swap here for Kansas. And the Jayhawks also making a change. Terry's checked in. Kansas trails by 6.
Time definitely not on their side.
They need a very quick bucket, a real quick one.
They set the pick. Williams dishes to Daniels. 56 seconds left here in the second half. And the pass to Dedmon. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. 5 to shoot. Pass to Terry. Williams attacking. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
No, he didn't. Did he just break out the finger roll? That's nice.
And now we've got the intentional foul. Miller's checked in for Jones. And the Jayhawks making a change here. And now we've got the intentional foul. Here's Freak. And now they decide to foul intentionally. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And he commits the intentional foul.
It's been a good night for Freak. 10 points and 4 assists as well. He's passing the ball so well right now, and he's really focused at the charity stripe, too.
And Clark, you can just see him oozing with confidence right now.
Duncan, he's checked in for the Jayhawks.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Now here's Lee, covered by Hardy. Lee kicks it to Gaines. 26 seconds left here in the second half. Buries it. And now they trail by just 4.
And the defense just gets caught standing around that time and giving up the second chance opportunity.
You know, that just can't happen. They need much more effort than that on the glass.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And so here's Kansas. They trail by 6. Lee outside. It's out of bounds. They are saying it was last touch by Lee. And an intentional foul right there.
You can't be happy about it, but honestly, at this point, the game's probably out of reach anyway.
Taking 2 shots.
And the free throw, no good. And here is Jenkins. Here's Duncan. And the Jayhawks again can't hit. Off on that one. So it's Villanova picking up the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers facing Villanova.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the power forward position. Now, here's Decker, and the layup is good.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Villanova shooting their first free throws of the night. And the free throw, no good. Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late, Clark. Last decade and a half have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Evans can't get that one to fall. On defense, Wisconsin. Freak kicks to Bryant. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Bryant's got his first 2 points.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Now, here's Decker. No good from 11 feet. Freak with it. Miller with a wide open look. No good on the three.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Badgers shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one misses. And Villanova go with the holding. Wisconsin trails by 3. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. And it's Conley in at the 3 spot.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Here's Evans following the basket by Freak. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. And here's Hill for 3. The rebound by Cooper. Villanova leading by 5. Here's Hardy. The shot no good. Evans with some nice D. Conley with it. Jones covering. Conley against Jones. Conley gets the bucket. Conley's got his first points of the night.
Oh, boy. Woo-hoo. Sweet move. Tough finish. What a play.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Both teams making some changes. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Hardy, he's in at point guard. Also Bryant out there. Cooper is out there with Miller. And it's Ilgauskas in at the 4 slot. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Decker. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
Now, here is Hill. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hawkins has got the first basket of the second half here for the Badgers. Bryant passes to Hardy. The 19-foot shot. Decker with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Chance there to take the lead. Missing. There's Villanova. Searching for that first bucket here in the third.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force.
Hardy in at point guard. Jones is out there with McAdoo. And it's Moore in at the 5, roaming the paint. Freak's gotten just 1 of 6 shots to fall here. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Pass to Hawkins to take the lead. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. And Wisconsin leads by 1.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Cooper kicks the Freak. Can't get it to go. So the Badgers will take it the other way. Payton in the corner. Pulls up on the wing, and he hits the jump shot. Here's Villanova. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Miller dishes to Freak. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in front.
That's a huge basket, just taking advantage of the size mismatch and able to drain that mid-range jump shot. Really good basketball.
Villanova making a switch here. Lyons checked in. Here is Hawkins, fended by Hardy. It's deflected. .139 left here in the second half of the game. Wing shot on the way. That's good. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Villanova.
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
You know, one other area they're doing well in is steals. I mean, they've knocked the ball loose a number of times and been able to track it down after the fact.
Hill, he's checked in for Payton.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man. Yeah, terrific and one on that one. Those are the kind of plays, guys, that win basketball games.
Hardy passes to Bryant. Out to the right wing. And it's Freak missing. Hill kicks to Hawkins. And he gets it to go. And now a 4-point Badger lead.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Freak dishes to Ilgauskas. To the inside, Hardy. Goes back up.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Here's Hawkins, and it's blocked. And here's Freak. Here's Bryant. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
Lets it go from 14. Sinks it.
What a shot over the bigger defender. That could prove to be a massive bucket.
Greg does not get much tougher than that. Tough defense, high pressure situation, clutch play. I love it.
Freak kicks to Bryant. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And there's the pass to Augustus. From downtown. And it's Freak missing. Then they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Shooting for the Wildcats.
And he makes the first of the 1-and-1. Second one is good. Going both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
From deep. Off target with that shot. So it's Wisconsin picking up the win. Such a special moment for these kids. All the hard work they put in, all the pressure, Greg, they've been under all tournament long. This is pure elation. Being able to call themselves now champions.
And Kevin, from the...
Hi, it's me.
Hey, Frequency.
Hi, I got you on speakerphone.
Okay, your sister there?
Hey, Mama, I'm right here.
Hey, baby, how you doing?
I'm fine.
Yvette's here too, Mama.
Hi, Mama. How you doing? I'm fine.
Does she have to be here?
Yes. Mr. Pagnotti, the agent I was telling you about, he's in the room too.
How you doing, ma'am?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
What a pleasure to finally meet the queen mother of this young, talented man, even if only by telephone.
That's sweet. Hang on, Frequency. Here comes your father.
All right.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Hope everyone's well.
How you doing, Mr. P?
I'm doing good.
So let's get to it.
Yeah, let's do this. We all know why we're here. This meeting is strictly confidential, 100% off the record. Didn't happen. We weren't even here. Capiche? Capiche means understand in Italian. Capiche?
Capiche.
Freak insisted that I have his entire family here. And I think it's great that he has a good support system around him. I've been doing this a very long time, and I work with some of the best. Now, let me rephrase that. I work with the best, and the best always seem to have a great support system around them. A family, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So let's cut to the chase. Leaving college early now and entering this year's NBA draft is the right move right now. And when you sign with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent, I will make sure you are well taken care of. I will make sure you are protected. With this freaking and vibing, I love it, freaking and vibing. This freaking and vibing thing you do when you get hot, freak, we're gonna make you more money off the court than you will on.
We already have endorsements and things like that in mind, so.
Cece, I said we because we're gonna do this together. We're a team. We're Team Freak. But Freak, you need to be in the league first, right? That's why I'm here.
No, yeah, I hear you, Mr. Pagnotti, but like I told you before, I already promised my parents 4 years of college. That's the plan, man.
That's right.
Plans change, freak. Listen, In life and in basketball, you need to adapt and change to the situation at hand. Now, even if you have the greatest coach and they draw up the greatest play and all the X's and O's make perfect sense on paper, you still need to react to what the defense shows you and then make your move. This is the right move. This is the right move now. And 4 years of college is a great plan for basically anybody. But you're not just anybody. You are the greatest collegiate talent I have ever seen shoot, dribble, pass, and defend a basketball my entire time on this great planet Earth. Now, Miss Martha, Mr. Pete, I have seen so many of the greats jump right from high school to the pros. Freak, you've at least experienced college. You know what that is. You've been there. You've done that. I am offering you now a chance at the experience of a lifetime. Do you know how many people would love to be in those Jordans right now?
Yeah, Freak, I mean, what if you get hurt? You remember how you came down on your ankle in that game earlier this year?
Oh, yeah, but that was nothing.
Right, we know it was nothing, but next time it could be something.
I saw that. Good game, but BAM! Just like that, and you could be flipping burgers. Well, maybe not flipping burgers. Maybe you're the manager or assistant manager at some burger joint. Maybe I do a favor and make a call, and you're a delivery boy at Sal's Famous Pizzeria. But the bottom line is you will be a long, long, long ways away from signing multi-million-dollar contracts with me, Dom Pagnotti, as your agent.
So it's all about the money, right?
When was it not all about the money?
Money isn't everything.
No, it isn't, sir, and no disrespect was meant. But, Freak, money is freedom. The freedom of choice, the freedom to live. Money is the difference between renting and owning, between being the waiter and being waited on. It's the difference between being the chauffeur or being chauffeured. Now, do you want to be a chauffeur? This here is a contract. This makes me your agent. Sign on the dotted line, and I will take you and your family to the promised land.
Like I said, Mr. Pagnotti, it's not all about the money.
Pete, let the man finish.
He made his point. He's finished. Aren't you finished?
I said my piece, but I know I'm right. You guys should talk.
Pete, what if Frequency does get hurt? Shouldn't he take this opportunity now?
What if the boy goes pro, gets hurt, and then doesn't have a college degree? Look how hard we work for him to get to where he is.
But college isn't for everybody, Pete. You didn't go.
That's why we work so hard for him.
Just saying. I mean, if he's ready to do this now as opposed to later, Pete, anything can happen.
You're right. Anything could happen. This is his future. This
You're
is
not
his life.
listening to me, Pete.
Not just a game.
All right, Mom, Pops. It's all right. Look, truth be told, I don't even know what I want to do right now.
I understand that.
Yeah, but I was talking to my boy Vic the other day.
Why?
And he was making a lot of sense. He thinks I should leave early, too.
You know what? I've kept quiet this whole time, and I also think that Freak should join the league. I think it's a great business decision, and I think that Mr. Pagnotti is absolutely right.
Thank you, Yvette.
You're welcome.
Now, Freak, I know for a fact that people have been talking about the company you keep, and you need to be careful. It could compromise what we're trying to do here.
What are you trying to say?
You know, your association with that guy Victor off the court, it could compromise your selection in a draft. As a matter of fact, I know it will. Do you realize the difference in dollars between being drafted first overall and 21st? You're talking tens of millions of dollars. You don't get it, do you? Cece, our first sneaker deal alone, you're talking a difference of a $50 to $100 million difference just by that. Number one, that's what we need. If I were not 1,000% convinced in my mind and in my heart that we could get you drafted first overall, I wouldn't be like this. This is the play. This is the move, Freak. You gotta listen to me.
I absolutely hear you, but who are they to tell me who I can't hang with my brother?
No, Freak, you need to listen to him. I've been telling you the same exact thing.
Mr. Dom, Frequency and Victor grew up together. They're best friends. We took the boy in and practically adopted him.
Martha, I told you that boy ain't nothing but trouble.
He's family.
Okay, but that's my boy, and he agrees with y'all.
It's not about agreeing with Vic. We're trying to prepare you for your future.
You know, but it is his future.
This is none of your business.
Excuse
Don't
me?
even
Wait,
know
Freak,
why.
you still have a decision to make. Sign with me, yes or no.
Can I just interrupt for 1 second? Everybody just settle down, please. Now, I appreciate you all taking the time in this heated discussion, but the truth of the matter is there's only one person in the room that can make this decision. Now, son, you know how I feel.
Right.
Education is the most important thing in life, but this is your choice. It's not your mother's or your sister's or mine. It's not your girlfriend. It's not Mr. Pagnotti's. And it definitely ain't Victor's. This is your decision, son. So you tell us what you want to do.
I need 30 seconds, Freak. Okay. I have 4 beautiful children, and I want each of them to go to college and graduate. But if you walked up to any one of those 4 children right now and said, I will give you a contract that's worth $100, $200, $300 million, I would say, bypass college. You can always go back. I want you to graduate. I want you to get your doctorate. I want to call you Dr. Freak, but you need to understand this. Now, you can go all over this beautiful country that we live in and go into any of the major universities. You will find people that are 30, 40, 50, 60, 80 years old, and you will find them graduating. But if you live to be 500 years old, you will never see ever somebody 40, 50, 60 years old being drafted from college into the NBA. We need to strike while the iron is hot. This is your life. We will get you drafted first overall. You will be up there with all the big names. I'm not talking first rounder. I'm talking first overall. Listen to me. This is what I do. I am the best at what I do.
Have had
Nobody
your
is
30
better.
seconds plus.
Miss Martha, I am sorry. You just need to
Pagnotti,
understand.
Would you please let my wife speak?
I apologize.
Frequency. Baby, what do you want to do?
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have Cece go through this contract front to back. I'm going to think about it, sleep on it, pray on it, and I will call you in the morning.
All right. Listen, Mr. Pete, Miss Martha, it was a pleasure meeting the two of you over telephone, and I look forward to meeting you both in person. Remember, everybody, this meeting never took place. We weren't even here. Capiche?
Capiche.
Okay.
All right, Mom, Pops, I'm going to call you guys later. I love you.
Love you, son.
Love you too, son. Bye. We met working at the post office together. Martha was the clerk, and I was a carrier. And I asked her out to lunch.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the fourth pick in the NBA Draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the fifth pick in the NBA Draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the sixth pick in the NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the seventh pick in the NBA Draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the eighth pick in the NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the ninth pick in the NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA Draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select Jaren Grant from the University of Notre Dame. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select Delon Wright from the University of Utah. With the 21st pick in the NBA draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Justin Anderson. With the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, the Chicago Bulls select the 19-year-old point guard from Villanova University.
Let's do this, young man.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Frequency Vibration. Welcome aboard, young man. Welcome aboard.
Wow. Wow. This is bananas.
Take your time, baby.
Thanks, Ma. Okay, so I first want to thank everyone who made this possible. Mom, Dad, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd like to thank my lady Yvette, my dude.
All right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
can hear the roar here at the United Center. This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke reporting on the sidelines. We've got an Eastern Conference battle ready to get rolling, and the Chicago crowd wants some love from their Bulls. All fueled up and ready to go. We're going to check out our first glimpse of professional basketball from Hardy.
You know, he's a great young player and even a better young man. So personally, I couldn't be happier for him. I know he's thinking about the game, but I hope he's able to take a moment to just enjoy this accomplishment.
Well said, and I hope so too. I mean, as a player, you want to stay even-keeled, but it's almost impossible. I mean, there's just so much that you've gone through to reach this point. It has to be emotional.
And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid in anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow, but Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer, was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
And there you have it, folks, the very first NBA bucket from Hardy.
You know, maybe not the prettiest bucket he'll ever score, but it'll always be the first one.
And the first will make it the prettiest one. Well, no matter how he got it, just a fantastic moment in this young man's career and his basketball life.
They get it back. Bulls trail by 4. Now it's ended down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
And, Kevin, I asked him what he thought would be a key factor for them coming into this game. And he said, well, our length and shot blocking should help. It gives offenses something to think about when they come inside the lane. And oftentimes, that tentativeness can be a game changer. Guys, every team in the league wants that interior presence.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Cleveland's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
Here's Hardy. They grabbed their own miss. A nice shot by Gasol.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Smith dishes to James. And they double up James. Love wide open. He fires. That three off the mark. Well, last season would be one where Kevin Love played a different role, saw his numbers decline, but that was, I think, especially with LeBron and Kyrie, much better players than he ever had in Minnesota. That was to be expected.
It's a great point, Kevin. And Love dropped about 10 points per game in terms of his output. The field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage was down, but still, he traded it all to be on a winning team. And I really feel like his numbers will start to go up as he makes the adjustment to playing with great players.
Good point. Kicks it to Butler. Pass to Freak. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot from 12. And it's Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith kicks to Irving, and it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Mirotic's check. And the first half.
All right, guys, I want to go over some things before we get back out there.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward.
And so the big win by Chicago in it.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Derrick Rose. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another. Let's go to Kenny. What'd you think about his performance?
He was dead on from the field tonight, guys. I'd call his performance economical because there was no wasted opportunities. He took advantage of every good look he got. I mean, everything he put up was going in.
We saw Rose explode tonight. His dual threat ability, being able to...
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson.
You to know that it's our time.
You and me.
I'm coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. And I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
And this, the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another.
Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. So the Bulls 5 right now. Hardy, he's in at the point. Noah is out there with Portis. Then there's Nikola Mirotic, and it's Moore in at the 2 spot. Takes a big height bounce and goes in.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
Here's Hardy. Hollis Jefferson with the rebound.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
There's a screen by Robinson. To the middle. A floater. Sloan shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Bulls have had a great rebounding team for a long time now. Last season was no different.
Yeah, so many categories to measure how well a team rebounds. The Bulls were in the top 3 in almost all of them.
A minute 20 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Sims. Almost, but it rolls out. The Bulls leading by 4. And Mirotic kicks to Freak from deep, from beyond the arc, and then some. Freak's got 5 points so far. The Nets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something right.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
43 seconds left here in the first quarter. Tries from 10. Here's Noah. Sims with the rebound.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt.
The Bulls have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Here's Freak. He's got 5. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Fires from deep. No luck. Here's Hollis Jefferson. Kilpatrick passes to Sloan. And it's blocked by Mirotic. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Bulls lead by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And Pau Gasol, after some great years and some difficult years, talks about now his newfound excitement playing with the Chicago Bulls.
I mean, I think it's been noticeable just because this has been my decision, too. And I want to make it good, great, actually. Not good, but great.
I think you'd have to say that Gasol's decision to go to Chicago, Clark, was great. He clearly gave it a lot of thought. It's hard to imagine him having made a better pick.
You know, I agree. Not only is he happy, but so are his teammates, Ask Rose and Noah and Butler. Those guys love playing with him, and you can see how the change of scenery rejuvenated the big Spaniard, too.
The Bulls leading by 6.
2 minutes.
Brooks dishes to Freak. 1:52 left in the second quarter.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range. The shot is off. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Kilpatrick. And he drops it in from the low post. Kilpatrick's got 4 points now in the quarter. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against Cleveland.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Hardy. The offensive rebound. Nets trail by 4. Pass to Kilpatrick. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. A key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Inside, Portis. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Portis has got his second basket of the night.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He doesn't get the second one.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Swiped away. Kilpatrick cannot hit. And we're through the first half of basketball here.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game.
The first thing is that our ball movement has been solid. Keep it up. I want to see that ball continue to rotate around the perimeter until we get a good look.
I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And let's try to play the second half at a moderate pace. Not too slow, but not too fast that it turns into a shootout. That's not what we want. That's it for now, guys. Let's go get that W.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Some good numbers for Gasol. He's got 8 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block.
Thomas Robinson, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Gibson. Iritic comes in for Doug McDermott. And Freak subbed in for Jimmy Butler. Taking a look at the Bulls. Hardy in at shooting guard. Portis is